We'll be talking today about the city gas distribution and its infrastructure. Now, we will be seeing a diagram which talks about the CGD value chain. We know that it has a transmission main steel which has a pressure around 40 bars. Now, that comes into the city gate station and the pressure is reduced to 15 to 19 bars. Now there are three segments which we will learn in detail: the PNG industrial segment, PNG domestic segment and the CNG segment. In the first segment, the 15 to 19 bar pressure gas comes to the common pressure reduction scheme. The pressure is reduced to 4 bar. It goes to the meter regulating station and the pressure is reduced to 1.5 bar, which goes to the industries. We have in this segment the steel pipeline, polyethylene medium pressure pipelines and polyethylene low pressure system. Then we have the PNG domestic segment where we have the pressure of 15 to 19 bar going to the district regulating station. The pressure is reduced to 4 bar. It goes to the service regulator. From there the pressure becomes 100 millibar. It goes to the riser isolation valve and then to the GI pipe where it is the once again the 100 millibar. It goes to the meter control valve at a pressure of 100 millibar and then from there it goes to the meter regulator and it becomes 21 millibar. The gas which is coming to our house is at 21 millibar. It passes to the appliance valve and Suraksha hose rubber and then it comes to the stove where it is 21 millibar. In the CNG segment, the 15 to 19 bar CNG station gas is compressed and it goes to 250 to 200 bar, which goes to the automobile. Then the first component of the CGD value chain is the city gate station. CGS is the tap-off point from the main high pressure gas transmission line. Custody transfer from transparency company to distribution company takes place at CGS. The function of CGS is filtration, pressure reduction, custody transfer metering, odorization, preheating of NG if required. Components of CGS are inlet outlet valves, filters, separators if required, metering skid, heater, pressure reduction skid, slam shut-off valve, creep relief valve and odorization equipment. Then we should understand how the gas is filtered and separated. We have something which is known as the knockout drum. Dust and liquid particles in gas streams are separated by high efficiency filter or the demister pad or mist extractor cause collections of droplets and thus mist can be removed. If we see this figure, this is a knockout drum which is known as a vertical knockout drum. The liquid is coalesced at the bottom and it is drained out. The gas is separated and we have talked about the function of the mist eliminator and then the gas outlet is there to vent out the gas. We can understand that the larger solid particles are removed by gravity since the velocity of incoming gas decreases. Then we have the first stage. Smaller size solid particles are removed by means of filter element. In the second stage, gas enters where liquid particles are removed. Contaminants generally are collected in a separate storage which remains connected to the filter separator. Gas is maintained at the same pressure from the inlet to the filtration skid and the filtration gets bifurcated into two streams, namely active stream and passive stream from the main line. The line which is function is known as active line. We can understand in detail the pressure reduction skid. Pressure reduction skid is installed at CGS for the reduction of gas pressure from 38 to 40 bar to 15 to 19 bar. A pressure reduction skid is installed with monitor and active regulating streams with 50% redundancy, two regulating devices in series with stepped pressure setting to allow one to control the outlet pressure and other is kept wide open to assume control of the event of failure of the active device. So in detail, pressure reduction skid has two pressure controlling system. One is active, another is monitored. Active regulator normally assures pressure reduction to the setting value. Monitor is installed to assure continuous gas supply in case of failure of the active regulator. Monitor regulator is normally wide open, and in case of pressure fluctuation, monitor regulator will take over as control valve. Usually one line is working while the other line is standby. Over under pressure slam shut-off valves and creep relief valves are also installed to protect the system fluctuating pressure. Creep relief valve having maximum 1% flow capacity and is installed to prevent overpressurization of the downstream system. Pressure relief valves are installed in the line to release gas to small quantities. Here is a diagram which shows and illustrates the pressure reduction skids complex within the CGD system. We also need to meter the gas. Metering skid is installed for the gas flow measurement. Temperature, pressure, flow are monitored through SCADA system. Types of meters used for measuring volume of incoming gas are orifice meter, Coriolis meter, rotary meter, diaphragm meter, turbine meter, and ultrasonic meter. Now here is also a diagram which shows the non-return valve and also the custody transfer meter system for gas metering. In the CGD system, we have the odorization unit and we have the odorization tank, where the dosing unit is 9 mg per meter cube. As the natural gas is odorless, odorants are added in natural gas to impart smell. Gas leakage can be detected because of the pungent smell of the odorant. There are various types of odorants which are there in the system, like the ethyl mercaptan, TMT, DMS, DES, and so many others which has been mentioned here. City gate station has two segments, as I have already told, which is the PNG industrial and commercial segment and the PNG domestic segment. The other is the CNG segment. So one is the PNG segment and other is the CNG segment. Now we will talk about the common pressure reduction skid, DRS, which is the district regulating station. CPRS is generally installed for industrial and commercial customers. DRS is installed for domestic customers. DRS is also known as distribution pressure regulating system, or DPRS. CPRS and DRS regulate gas pressure from 15 to 19 bar to 4 bar. The inlet line of CPRS DRS is steel pipeline, which is having a pressure of 15 to 19 bar, and outlet is P pipeline, which is having a 4 bar pressure. Now components of DRS are gas filters, pressure reduction, which I have already talked, active regulator, monitored regulator, slam shut-off valve, and creep relief valve. Pressure gauges, heater, pilot regulator, inlet outlet isolation valve. Now the DRS or the CPRS, the distribution pressure regulating station, or DRS, is a station located within authorized area for CGD network and has isolation, pressure regulation skid, and overpressure protection devices. Steel pipeline from CGS transfer gas to DRS at a pressure of 15 to 19 bar. The pressure of gas is then reduced to 4 bar and gas is transferred to service regulating through polyethylene pipeline. The major component of a DRS are slam shut-off valves, pressure regulating valves, creep relief valve, isolation valve, and non-return valve, and pressure gauges. In the DRS, gas is passed through a filter for removal of suspended impurities, if any. The pressure of gas is then reduced by passing through pressure reduction valves. The line is installed with slam shut-off valve and creep relief valves to common pressure fluctuation, if any. As shown in the figure, which I will come next, the DRS twin stream model, which has two regulating devices, the monitor and the active regulator, with a 50% redundancy. The monitor is installed to assure continuous gas supply in case of failure of the active regulator. Usually two stream, one line is working while the other line is in standby and installed. A creep relief valve is installed in the line to release the excess pressure in case both active and monitor fail. Then what we have, that we have the CRV, which releases excess pressure. A SAM setup valve installed in the line protects the system from overpressure or underpressure in case of active regulator, monitor regulator, and creep relief valve fail to control the pressure. Figure of the active and monitor is shown in the next diagram, which shows that one of the stream is active and one of the stream is monitor. The monitor will take over when the active is not working, so there is a 50% redundancy is there. We have the valve system, which is the slam setup valve, which takes care of under pressure and overpressure system, and we have the creep relief valve, where we have seen that it can take out 1% of the gas to maintain the gas pressure. The meter regulating station are installed for industrial and commercial customer. Pressure is reduced from 4 bar to 1.5 bar. Gas inlet and gas outlet both are P pipelines. The service regulator are seen near our house, reduces the gas pressure from 4 bar to 110 millibar to the service device, maintains the required maximum and minimum pressure with shut-off device. Located at the customer premises for maintaining safe condition in the event of rupture in the regulating downstream section. Now in this diagram or in this table we can see that there are typical sizes of the service regulator model. We can see size of 150, 300 and 600. These are known as B50, which has 150 minimum customer to be connected. The preferable downstream network pipeline diameter is 63 mm, main header and 32 mm branch line. The length is 500 meter to 1000 meter. The B100 is 300 maximum customer to be connected. Entire network with 63 mm except branch line 500 meter to 1000 meter is the length. And then we have the 90 mm and 63 mm main header with 32 branch line more than 1000 meter up to 150 meter is what is the length is. And the last one is B200 or 250, which can cater the need of 600 customers. 90 mm main header and 63 and 32 mm for branch line up to 250 meter is the length of this typical service regulator model. Now, how is the domestic PNG installation happens? I'll show you a diagram shortly. Gas at 4 bar passes through a service regulator where gas pressure is reduced to 110 millibar. SR is enclosed in a box and installed at the entrance of the society. One SR caters up to 100 or more houses. In case of sudden large leakage, SR automatically cut off the supply. An RCC guard is installed after the SR. P pipe coming out of the ground is protected from the external impact by RCC guard. The pipe is then connected to GI pipe riser through a transition fitting. The GI riser is attached to the premise wall with the help of metal clamp. A meter control valve is fitted in each house at the entry point. We can see the inlet pressure that goes into the service regulator. We have an outlet, and from the outlet we go to the RCC guard. It goes to the GI line. It is clamped, and then we have the meter control valve passes through the meter. It goes into the meter regulator, and then the pressure is at 21 millibar. It goes into the GI line. From the GI line it goes into the copper line. We have the gas tap, the Suraksha hose, and the gas is coming to your house at a pressure of 21 millibar at the home appliance, which is the gas stove. This is how the domestic PNG installation happens. The valve has to be shut off immediately in case of suspicion of leakage. If the premise is closed for a long time or gas is not being used for a long period, it is advisable to shut off the valve. Gas at 21 millibar is carried towards the home appliance by a GI pipeline. A copper GI pipe is used to connect the GI line to the gas tap. Gas tap is installed just before the Suraksha hose. The tap stops gas supply in stove to gas appliances. It is advisable to shut this valve when any gas operated appliance is not used. The Suraksha hose is a wide braided flexible loose hose carrying gas to the burner, stove or home appliances. Now we'll be looking at the Suraksha hose. Suraksha hose is used to connect the household appliances to the copper GI pipe carrying gas at a pressure of 21 millibar. Suraksha hose is manufactured as per IS 9573 1998 Type 4. It is a 8 mm NB flexible and steel wire braided hose, and the length of the rubber hose is generally 1.2 to 1.5 meters. It has three layers, that is inner and outer layers are made of special quality rubber, and the middle layer is wired, reinforced and braided from between the lining and the cover. We can see the diagram. The steel wire reinforced Suraksha LPG hose has three layers. The tube which is exposed to the system fluid, a steel wire reinforced braided for strength, and an outer rubber cover for enhanced protection. That is what is the Suraksha hose. Now in the commercial PNG segment, commercial establishment use slightly higher volume of gas as compared to domestic users. Commercial establishments include hotels, restaurant, food court, hospital, educational institute, religious institute, etc. Natural gas supplied to the commercial establishment from the DRS via P pipeline at a medium pressure of around 4 bar. Meter and regulator size are determined depending upon the consumption requirement of customer. Through appropriate selection of meter and regulator, required pressure is supplied to the customer. Internal piping is generally done by customer according to standards and guidelines modified by PNGRB. We have talked about the typical applications in hotel, restaurant, fashion shop, food court, hospital, and so on. In the industrial segment, we have natural gas is the second most used energy source in industry, trailing only electricity. Like commercial establishment, natural gas is supplied to industrial customers from DRS CPRS via P pipeline at medium pressure of 4 bar. Depending upon the consumption requirement of industry, industrial metering skid is installed in the industry premises, which reduces the 4 bar pressure to required pressure of 1.5 to 4 bar. The applications in the customer segment are steam boiler, thermic fluid heater, heat treatment furnace, dryers, hot air generator, hot water generator, printing machine, power generation, air conditioning, etc. Now in the next slide, we will see the pressure flow control facility. Pressure relief valve can be used for overpressure protection downstream of controlling regulator. Overpressure shut-off valves or slam shut-off valve upstream of the controlling regulator are preferred as an overpressure protection device instead of pressure relief valve. Leak detection can come excess flow shut-off valve with detection sensitivity of 1 cc per second or better. Shall be provided before the gas appliance in the kitchen of domestic consumer. Now, if you do a comparison on couple of parameters on the relief monitor, SR and shut-off relief monitor, then we can see that to keep supply online, we have the relief, it is yes. For the monitor also, for the series regulator shut-off no, and the relief monitor it is yes. For venting, for relief and it is yes, for monitor it is no, for the service regulation it is no, for shut-off it is no, and for relief monitor it is minor. Manual reset no for the first three and yes for shut-off. Reduction in regulator capacity is no for the first one. We have yes for the monitor and service regulation. Shut-off it is no, and relief monitor it is no. For constantly working during normal operation, it is no for the first two parameters, yes for the third parameter, no for the shut-off, and yes for the relief monitor. Demand energy action, yes for the first parameter, which is relief monitor, no. For series regulation it is no. For shut-off it is yes. and for relief monitor it is minor. With this we come to the end of today's presentation. We'll go in some more details on the application parts of the CGD, and we'll try to understand various functions which are there in the CGD segment.